Hello everybody. Hello. We've got Titan
Hey,
here, aka Controversial TV, a friend of the channel. How's it going?
hello,
Hello.
hello everyone. Hello universe. Hello,
Yes.
hello humanity.
Uh,
If that's what you are, I don't fully believe everyone when they say that they're a person, but
yeah. Man. I don't know if we're going out to all of humanity today, but a small portion of it.
well, if that's what you think.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's play the music, and then by the time we end the album, everybody's gonna be here, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Two
So
billion people.
So I said thank you for joining for coming on the stream today. I love to have you. Um, you reached out a little over a week ago and said that you put out an album um, in February of this year. So this one is it's a pretty new release.
Yeah, February-ish. Maybe it was February. I don't remember actually.
It's been a blur.
Yeah.
Nice. Is this the first album that you've put out?
Um, I guess we're
Hmm.
gonna say effectively, yes, it is the first one. I think I've probably done like some pretty long projects when I was like nine on Bandcamp or something,
Oh,
or
okay.
on Band Lab, in
Uh,
fact.
I remember Band
Yeah,
Lab. Yeah.
God, it was a nightmare. But I did, you know,
Nice. I saw that
where
this
I
like
learned how to do stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I said, you're back. Did you make where'd you make this on then? If you don't mind asking, like, is this like FL Studio or
This is all on Studio One. Yeah.
nice?
I was using FL Studio before, but it was like the trial version, and then I illegally downloaded it, and so now I'm using an actual real paid
Nice.
Studio One.
Yeah, yeah.
Allegedly,
Yeah.
illegally
There
downloaded
you
it.
go. Yeah,
Allegedly.
yeah, it's all a joke. Nobody illegally
Hmm.
downloads anything. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent.
In the video game.
Yeah, exactly in Minecraft. No, so you've been making music for a long time then, huh?
A decent bit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, probably about half my life-ish at this point.
Nice. Excellent. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to hearing the rest of this album. The song that you recommended as sort of like the single "Asteroid Belt" was a lot of fun. I really like the energy and the vibe of it. And you sort of mentioned earlier that there's like a bit of a story, like an overarching concept with this album.
Mhm. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of just. I mean, it's like super vague, but
Hmm.
kind of what I had in mind is just. I think I was playing No Man's Sky, when I started working on it, and it just the idea was like just you land on like an alien planet, you're just super like it feels unfamiliar and hostile at first, and then like you start exploring and stuff, experience like the nature, and then you start getting comfortable, but
Hmm.
like things start to pose a threat to you, the wildlife or whatever it could be. But once you overcome that threat, you're chill. It's kind of the right place to be.
Nice, and you
Yeah,
end up on an ethereal Earth, maybe.
perhaps something of the sort.
Yeah, that's awesome. I like that idea. So yeah, no, I mean, I'm happy to just sort of dive into it and we can talk about it between tracks. But I really like that sort of concept of starting in like an unknown area, but then like sort of growing into and conquering it. I like that idea a lot.
Hmm. Which also kind of has some level of a metaphorical meaning as
Oh
well,
yeah.
because like it's also kind of like overcoming certain like issues about myself or insecurities that I might have. Of course, super vague. I'm not like talking about anything in particular because how
Right.
could I?
Mm-hmm.
It's instrumental, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, anything that's instrumental is going to be interpreted any number of ways. But I think it's great that you had sort of a overall concept and idea going into it. So yeah, let's see if it comes across in the music. I'm really excited to dive in.
Right,
Um,
let's go.
yeah. Oh, oops, I just messed up my screen regions.
Well,
Oh,
another
here.
thing that you did ask me about earlier, or said you were going to ask me about, is the name.
Oh, right, right.
Should I
Yes,
should I
thank
go
you.
into that? Should I go into that? Yeah. No, because that's a funny one actually. So basically, Akhenaten's Dreamery, the name, basically where that comes from is, first of all, I have like a Egyptian heritage, and
Hmm.
Akhenaten was like a pharaoh on that. So yeah,
Wow.
that just came to mind. But the reason I chose him specifically is that like I have a thing for conspiracy theories and stuff. I just find the stuff super interesting. One thing about Akhenaten is that he looked like really weird, and so certain people thought that he was an alien, or just it's a thing that he looks like an alien.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
And that
wild.
plays into the space theme as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
But
So like Akhenaten maybe is the alien that came to Earth and like it started as like this bizarre landscape sort of thing.
you
It.
can think of it that way. You can think of it the other way of
Hmm.
you're a person, go into the other planet and you run into him or something like
Right,
that.
right. Cool.
I mean, of course, realistically, the reason he looked the way that he did is he was probably inbred, but
Yeah,
as a lot of
yeah.
people were back then.
Let's go with alien though.
But
That's more fun.
aliens, yeah, yeah. I don't like the other one
Yeah,
very
yeah,
much, but
exactly. All right, cool. So
yeah.
let's dive in. Let's check out track number one. We've got the 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 title track, Ethereal Earth. Let's see what we got. And by the way, everybody that's in here, the Bandcamp link is below in the description. So please go in and check out this album. Support Titan, Akhenaten's Dreamery. But yeah, let's check this album out. awesome. I love that tempo change at the end. That was great. Um, I definitely, right off the bat, I see what you're talking about. I can't remember if it was when we were talking separately or earlier, where you said that it's like it's a lot to take in on first listen. Um, there's so many layers and
Mm.
like instruments going on in there that like I already want to like listen to it again and pick up on the different like instruments and lines in there. I love that part like towards the middle. There's like a synth line that like gives the energy. It gives a lot of energy to the track with like that repeating line. That was
Hmm.
cool.
Yeah, yeah. Like the time signature change there.
Hmm.
That was yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
like towards the
Well, I
end
mean,
there.
yeah. No, I mean that bit was definitely like I forget what was it. I think it was 5/4, but like weird
Hmm.
time signatures like that, it's so difficult to make them feel comfortable.
Hmm.
And it's an idea that I believe I got. I could have been listening to anything, but I think it would have been uh Radiohead's Paranoid Android.
Hmm.
Just kind of subconsciously like how in the middle section it's like used to create so much tension. I
Right.
thought I would do that to like really nail in that the listener is supposed to be uncomfortable
Right.
in the environment they're in.
Yeah, yeah. And I sort of between like this and Asteroid Belt, I feel like while there's like an emphasis on the storyline and sort of the concept of the album, I still like feel like there was a lot of effort that made went into making the music like listenable and enjoyable at the same time. Like it still like is music that I just enjoy
Yeah,
listening to as a whole.
yeah. I mean, it was I think that though, and probably Asteroid Belt are like the most easy listening outside of the album because like the rest of it is super like designed for it.
Hmm. Okay.
Um, but I mean, you still could
Hmm.
if you wanted to. Like the next track is probably pretty accessible to a lot of people, but I mean, yeah, I think also this here is pretty different in terms of sound
Hmm.
as well as the rest of the album because a lot of it is a lot kind of on the clean-ish kind of side. You
Gotcha.
know, this is a super
Hmm.
like kind of lo-fi track, but most of the album I'm kind of having it sound brighter, I guess, which
Gotcha.
definitely not track 7 and 8, which includes Asteroid Belt, yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Gotcha. All right, cool. So yeah, let's check it out then. Let's dive into track number two, bioluminescent trees. I definitely do feel like I'm playing a bit of No Man's Sky with some of these track names. I think it really
mm-hmm,
really sets the vibe really well.
yeah, mm-hmm.
Excellent. All right, let's move on then. That one, I definitely started getting the feeling that I was in like an alien landscape, sort of. I started really getting the feel of like this is a hostile environment. I felt like I was like sprinting by those bioluminescent trees with those like drums
Yeah.
and rush bass line. It was so cool.
Mm. Oh, thanks, bro.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
I like
thanks
that.
for the chat for the positivity.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was a favorite of the chat too. It looked like.
Yeah,
No,
something like
I love like the little like you put some really interesting like change ups and forgive me, I don't know many musical terms, but like when you put those like the breaks in the drums that really like change up the rhythm, you sort of get locked into a groove and then you like
mm.
wrench it away from me for just like a second there and then go back into it. It's like a really like
Yeah.
sort of jarring feel.
Mm. Yeah, no, it's that's actually a thing that is really unoriginal. I did fully just that's I mean that's the one where it's like I've got the drum rolls, I
Hmm.
believe would be the technical term, which was just me trying to do briefly trying to do like an Aphex 20 switch up. But
Yes.
then I found out that I just made a really sick fill, and so I just used that.
Nice.
No, but the like pause before the snare thing, it's a super common thing that people do in like liquid drum and bass music. So
Right. Yeah, that's fair.
did that.
It's effective though. I mean, it definitely like serves the purpose of the track, I think. Just like really driving home the uncertainty and sort of paranoia of the track. So, yeah, I think it all came
Yeah,
together really well.
mm. That is a thing though. Actually, now that I bring up the liquid drum and bass and the Aphex Twin stuff, um, just like for a bit of information so that you know what to expect or whatever is every track kind of has a completely different sort of sound. You'll like really feel that when you get to track 5, but
Hmm.
it's yeah, and Aphex Twin was a huge inspiration as well because I think a lot of the album was very much meant to be like unapologetically weird, and I feel like that's kind of his thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Real window
yeah,
licker vibes. Yeah.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I also got sort of like I don't know if like a Nicholas Jar as well. That sort of like minimalist vibe, like a little like Mouse on Mars stuff like that, where you like it's really driven. At least like this track was really driven by those drums and percussion.
I know what you're talking about, but I'm not familiar with the artist, so I'll have to
Gotcha.
check them out.
That's fair.
Um, yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, yeah. Let's go on to Skyfaring Jellyfish.
Oh, I love this one. I actually really like this
Okay.
one.
Nice. Yeah. I like the track name
Yeah.
a lot. I've never played Risk of Rain, but that's like another like really space themed video game, and they have like those like big jellyfish like going through the sky. So I get that vibe with the track name.
I have not played Risk of Rain. I've been meaning to. I
Oh,
think I've had it in my wish list forever. So
I recommend it. You
mm,
might like. I mean, the soundtrack for it is amazing. First of all, but like, I feel like there's a lot of carryover between this music and the vibe of that video game, like feeling alone on a planet and like having to conquer it over time. But anyways, that's enough of video
you
game talk.
you
Let's
might
let's
be
check
right.
out the track.
Yeah, let's do it.
was tight.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
Oh crap! Whoops. In my mind, since we're going with like the concept of like exploring a planet, that one felt like we discovered a city or something, like with those like vocal samples and like the sort of the cyberpunk vibes with the synth lines. It felt like we were like exploring like a foreign or alien city. It was super cool.
That's great, actually. I'm so glad that you're picturing that because that's totally not what I intended.
Right.
And it just shows like I got it right then. It can be interpreted in any way.
Exactly.
I'm actually super proud of that.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's great. I like it, I loved how that was like the first time that there were like samples of like vocals and voice sort of sounding effects in there. It sort of like
Mm-hmm.
jumped out at me when I first heard it, but it fit the song really well.
Shout out to Waterflame for giving me an idea to steal. Um,
Do you get the idea for like one of their songs or?
uh, from literally their entire style.
Oh, okay.
But the song as a whole, I feel like is more of like a bonobo vibe if you're familiar.
I don't think I think I know the name. I don't know if I've heard the songs though.
Oh, well, they've got some good albums, so
Mm.
maybe
Wait, did you say
check them out.
Bonobo?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah. I know? Do you know them? Yeah, Black Sands, right?
hell yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Black Sands.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, yeah. So I just missed the name at first. Yeah, yeah, definitely. 100% Bonobo vibes. I haven't listened to them in forever. I gotta listen to them again.
Oh, well, yeah, that's sick. Also, maybe have you heard of Axel Thesleff?
Maybe. I don't know if I'd like listen to the music though.
Oh, well, there's an EP of theirs called what's it called? I can't remember what it's called. Never mind. It's got
Okay,
like it's got a green cover art. So if you
gotcha.
if you want to look into it, you'll find it.
All right, I'll go on a
But
scavenger
yeah, I
hunt.
mean, yeah. But I mean, like, about your like the city thing is that was an idea I had, but it wasn't intended until like considerably later into the album.
Mm-hmm.
I think Asteroid Belt was mostly supposed to be that discovery.
Gotcha.
Um, but yeah, no, this was like actually fully supposed to be like looking around and seeing the wildlife and getting comfortable. It wasn't that at all. But hey,
Gotcha.
that's
Hey,
cool.
yeah, yeah. I mean, there's definitely multiple ways to read it, so I could definitely see that
Yeah,
too, and like starting to sort of like figure out how things work on this planet or something. Yeah, I could see that as well.
yeah.
All right. Anyways, moving on. We got Mermonkeys. I've been looking forward to this one just because of the track name.
Ooh, this is huge. This is huge, Apex. This is
Oh, nice.
Axel off. Yeah, this is just Axel.
Excellent. Let's check it out.
Excellent.
I hear it.
Yep. glad you like that one. I was actually kind of
Were you nervous about that one, or?
yeah. If there was any track on the album that I thought people like might not enjoy as much, it would have been that one. But
Mhm.
I'm glad you liked it. Actually,
Yeah, no, I
the
like. I
little one a
definitely.
little,
What's that?
the next one a little bit.
Okay. No, I think that one like I don't feel like it like moved the story like I'm like stuck in this like conceptual album territory like but this one was just like a nice like chill vibe. I feel like I really like how it had those fluttering synths. It was like a very like subtle background and it was all cut really well with those drums in the background. It like kept everything very like present and sort of crisp. Um, so yeah, it was. I really like the sort of. I mean, I know it's like affects 20. It's like, but it
Yeah,
fit the song really well.
yeah. Well, I mean that's such a big thing that I thought of
Hmm.
throughout the album was uh I mean some tracks don't do this as much, but just like trying to have the melodies be super like ambiguous. The focus is
Right.
on the vibe. It's
Yes.
nothing. It's not like a technical musical thing at all. That's
Hmm.
not the point. In that sense, that kind of idea came from a lot of like the noise music I'd been listening to. Is the idea of just creating
Hmm.
a soundscape and it not being a technical musical experience in like the classical sense.
Right. Yeah. No, and I love
Um,
that. I love the like the sort of the abstractness of the music, but still focusing on making it an enjoyable thing to listen to and something that yeah you can just vibe to and sort of
yeah,
relax and enjoy.
yeah, which noise music most definitely is not that.
Yeah, it gets a little
Or
too caught
any
up in
of
its own
what this,
concept. Yeah.
yeah, or any of what this album is really, except the next track. Actually,
Gotcha.
I will give you one thing actually about that one, is this next track is so like probably one of the most experimental I'll say
Hmm.
songs that I've done on this album or that I've done kind of as a whole. I mean, I'll just say like the idea for this song is I'm a huge dubstep fan, and dubstep is so has such a huge emphasis on like good classy production, right?
Hmm.
This song is not that. I wanted to make the roughest,
Oh, let's
most like
go.
lo-fi dubstep song I could. So
Yes.
you'll
Okay.
hear that.
I'm here for that.
Yeah.
Let's check it out. I'm so excited now. Let's check out Giants.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh, that's the end. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
that was great.
Dude, oh, that man, I'm so relieved at that. And bro, Yusuf Wasfi in chat, best one so far.
Mm.
Thank you so much. I
That
was so on the fence about this one. I considered just cutting it because I didn't think people would like it. But
I
man,
could see
that's
it. I could see it being like a part of a different project, and like I could see that being like a direction to take your stuff in, because like that lo-fi sound was so satisfying. Like it scratched an itch way back there, man. That was really good.
man, thanks. Yeah, no, dude, I'm glad people like that.
Hell yes. Oh no, it was great. That I really like
That's
the like parts where it like really broke down and became like super like minimalist. Like there were hardly any instruments going on, but like I don't know, it was put together in such a way that it kept my interest really well. Like it had like those like almost like 2 second long gaps, and I was just like waiting for the the weird like janky sounds to come back.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm so glad you like that.
Hell yeah.
Um, I think uh, uh, a big thing of that is kind of trying to emphasize like the first points of like actual intimidation of the wildlife
Mm-hmm.
in this planet, which I think you could hear
Right.
because it's just,
Yeah,
like
yeah. I mean,
nasty
it definitely
dubstep
it
kind
was
of
such
stuff.
a different vibe from the other songs and like that had come before it. It felt so much more aggressive and in your face, and like there was actual real and present danger there.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, man.
Nice. No, that was cool. And yeah, I know definitely different from the other stuff in here. So like I'm loving the variety in here so far. Like I definitely get what you're saying, like when we're on like the second track here, that every song is sort of a different approach to like electronic music,
Yeah.
like trying to like find a different facet or sort of micro genre.
Yeah. No, I mean that's like totally like this album is so just like it's kind of like going back to my roots, sort of like
Hmm.
a baby's first electronic album kind of thing. Like it's so like I if you like if you hear the EP that I did before this, it's way more pristine, way more like clean and bright. This album here, I'm just stripping it back. I'm
Hmm.
using the knowledge that I've gained,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess you would say. Man, that sounds so pompous, but
No, no,
I'm
I
using
get it though.
what
Yeah. Uh huh.
yeah, the knowledge that I've built up to make a super clean track and
Hmm.
using that to be messy and be wild and be all over the place because that's just more fun, I think.
Yeah, no, I love that.
Um,
Yeah, I love it's sort of like a sampler, a little smorgasbord of different songs and styles and genres.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's all the stuff that I've kind of been making as
Hmm.
well. Like it for the longest time I've had absolutely no like creative direction for the electronic music, for the Akhenaten's Dreamery stuff. I
Hmm.
mean for the Titan stuff I've totally figured it out. I'm gonna be like weird art rock post punk
Yeah,
guy, but
yeah.
no, this is like fully just since I listen to so much electronic music since I've grown up with it,
Hmm.
I want to embrace my entire musical repertoire, and
Yeah,
I don't want to limit myself to being an IDM artist or a dubstep artist or a whatever.
exactly. Yeah, all we
Yeah,
are is the stuff that's influenced us, in
yeah,
that
all
unique combination.
yeah, all we are is a hyperpop brony at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to wormholes then.
Oh, I like this one actually.
I hope so.
You like that one, huh?
That was like a rave, dude. Oh man, I love the
Oh
start of that
man,
one. It was so
yeah.
bleak. It had the definitely like the darkest energy of any of these tracks so far. I feel like with that like almost like cinematic like X-Files sounding bass line at the start.
Do you know what? Do you know what totally wasn't intentional? That now after watching this movie is totally what this song is. It's whatever he's called in Dune 2, right? And the worm. That's that's just what
Yes.
this
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah. The vibe I was getting was with like Star Wars, like with those like little like sampled vocals, like those like alien sounding things. I felt like we were walking into like a colony of Ewoks or something, like those tiny little dudes. And it was like they
Mm.
were like super pissed
Wow.
off and like attacking you, but they're like just little guys scampering around or something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good one too. That is kind of what this song is.
Yeah.
I am so glad. I'm so happy that you'll find it like having different interpretations of these songs because that's like
That's the it's the goal, right? Yeah. Let's like let
yeah,
everybody have their own
yeah,
thoughts about it. But like I will say like
yeah,
it's definitely like
like a
the way that you put this together, it definitely feels like there's a continuity between all of it. Even like throughout all of like the different like styles and genres in here. Like it definitely does feel like it almost feels like there's like a day night cycle to the album. Like it feels like there's like happy ethereal moments and then there are like really like dark and anxious moments and it sort of cycles between the two.
yeah. Well, we're in the dark and anxious era at the moment, so
Absolutely.
yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah, and it gets like very dark and very anxious at track number 9. Um,
ooh, nice. Well,
which read the name, you know that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I know the track number 8, Asteroid Belt, definitely has its own sort of like anxiety as well. So, yeah,
Oh
I feel
yeah,
like we got some
that's
of that to look
very
forward to for sure.
uh
All right, cool. So let's move on to caving.
okay, let's do it.
A little bit of water running in the background. That bass line is amazing. Hmm. That one was a vibe. That was definitely the
Mm.
audio equivalent of caving. I see. I got like some very clear
Yeah.
imagery there.
Yeah, no, if you were to listen to this while you were in a cave, you would have a panic attack and die.
Yes.
I like it. It just it I fully just thought about the unsettling
Mm-hmm.
just how much of an anxious experience that must be, and I've never done it.
Me neither.
Well, I kind of have. I've been in like a speedboat and gone into this really deep cave that
Mm-hmm.
um
Right, but not like
yeah,
to
no.
the extent that some people have. Like people that go caving
Yeah,
are nuts, in my opinion. Like just is so panic inducing to
yeah.
to think about.
I've never been I would never go in an area where I have to lay down flat. I could
Mm-hmm.
crouch. I'm not doing that. I'm not going that far, bro.
Exactly.
If I need to be able 100% to be able to A, survive if it gets flooded, and B, leave.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I feel like I always need to see the exit. If I need to go around a corner, that's when I'm like, no
That's
thanks.
fair too.
Yeah.
Honestly, that that's probably my boundary as well, to
Yeah.
be completely honest with you.
Yeah. I do want to talk about the
No, but
I want to talk about like the tone that you got on the bass there, because like I've played around with like FL Studio and like trying to like make synth sounds before, but like the way that you've gotten that bass line, it was so resonating and deep. It really like I think made the song like alongside like the running water and the drum beat there. I think it like really pulled everything together so well and gave it a great atmosphere.
mm, well, the tone of the bass. Well, the secret is get a preset and make it up as you go along, pretty much.
That's
You think
fair.
I know what I'm doing? You listen to that. It's got. I put reverb on the master. Every single sound in that song is reverb. Do you think I know what I'm doing?
It sounds like you could have fooled me. I mean, yeah, I know. I've definitely like I've like pressed like the randomizer on like the presets and just like played around with it until I found something that I like. But no, I mean that whatever you did, it ended up I think being like the perfect tone for the song. So random happenstance or
Mm,
not, it sounded great.
yeah. Well, I mean, not entirely random.
Hmm.
I mean, you heard the dubstep song earlier. You
Yeah.
can't make a dubstep song without sound design, but I'm
Hmm.
not good at it. I mean, like I say sound design. What did I do for that song? Got sine wave, got white noise, distorted them together.
Right.
It's the most primitive monkey brain sound design, but
Hmm.
it's still sound design.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah. I hear you. Well, either way,
Yeah.
no, it sounded great. So, all right, let's move on to the one that I've heard, and I'm looking forward to hearing it again. Asteroid Belt,
Oh,
the
this one's
single of the
so
album.
sick. This one's so metal as well. I love this one.
Hmm. I really like listening to this one in the context of the album too. I feel like
Yeah.
when the first time I listened to it, like obviously like, I got like a great sense of scale, sense of pacing and rhythm, but like now that I'm listening to it the rest of this album, I got a new appreciation for that sort of like distorted guitar line in the background. It sounded like sort of wind howling outside. It like gave a great level of uncertainty and instability to this massive sounding track.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not a guitar, it's a synth, but you know.
Well, I know, like the distorted.
But
Yeah, like I said, I don't know shit about music, but um,
everything sounds like an electric guitar when it's got an amp on it.
that's fair. Um,
Yeah.
but like, I think this one more than anything that I've listened to so far in this album, this one sounded like the album art. It sounded like we were coming up on this big, massive mountain, and that was that like looming bass line in the like second half of the song that
Yeah,
started like building up and up. It's like we were approaching that peak or
yeah.
something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and of course the bass is like grainy as hell,
Mm-hmm.
and don't think that was intentional. I totally meant to do that, and I
Of
didn't
course.
get the cover art after the album was done.
Right, right. But like it's
Yeah.
still like I don't know. I really love how it communicated that like alien landscape, and yeah, it's just a great vibe too. I really like that track a lot. That one's one of my
Yeah.
favorites.
No, this and the last track were actually not even meant to be instrumental. I was gonna like
Oh yeah,
rap on them or something. Yeah. No, like heavy like Billy Woods influence, I feel like.
nice.
If
Yeah,
if
I
if,
could see
if you
that.
hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But then I added more stuff because I actually like I heard them in the context of this record, and I was like, actually, like if I
Mm-hmm.
make it interesting the whole way through, then it could
Right.
totally be like a part
Yeah,
of it.
and my thoughts on that sort of thing is as soon as you put words into like any part of an album, that becomes like the focal point of the entire thing. That becomes like the main focus. So if the entire
Mm,
thing stays as like an instrumental, then you lose that focus, and everything becomes like its own like one consistent work of art. So like I
yeah.
really appreciate you going that direction with like keeping everything instrumental.
Well, I appreciate that. I would say that I think making it instrumental is something I have to do. Like I have to make an instrumental album now and again. Like I can't
Mm-hmm.
only make as much as I love writing lyrics and I love
Mm-hmm.
using my voice and I love like having the weird vocal layers and stuff. It's so it's just a part of me, I think, because it's been the thing that I've done. I've always been an electronic musician
Mm-hmm.
before I even started like singing or rapping or anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's my foundation, and that's the kind of music that my dad always always played me and stuff. You know, I
Right.
mean,
Yeah, it's
been
awesome.
listening to the Prodigy since I was six
Hell
years old.
yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice. Well, and then hey, that leaves a door open for when you do the deluxe version of Ethereal Earth. You can put the rap
I
bonus
was
tracks.
I was thinking of I mean, yeah, I could do that. I could totally, but no, like I was thinking actually, that I should do like a sort of deluxe edition to the album where I actually like do animations for some of the songs
Oh
actually,
yeah, that'd be sick.
which I can't draw.
Uh
I'm
huh.
just gonna say that.
Yeah, yeah.
So if I wanted to, I'd have to get my mates to do it
Mm-hmm.
or to help me with it.
Yeah,
Um,
there's so many. Even like a visualizer. Like some people do like 3 or 4 frames just to like give the vibe of a song and then like play that on repeat. Like I could see that so clearly for several of these songs. Caving, obviously, Asteroid Belt, I think really lends itself to like
yeah.
an image or a vibe. I think that'd be
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh, and you're gonna know exactly why. the moment the next song starts, like instantly from the first note, you're going to know the biggest regret of my life is not doing a music video for
Okay.
Aggressors.
Hey, there's
This
still
song,
time. You can always put one out. But no,
eventually,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it'll happen. It will happen. Like
Mm-hmm.
it will.
Okay,
Whether
all
that's
right.
like garbage Blender animation, or me in the woods on my own, or my like animated
Mm-hmm.
like 2D or something, like it's gonna happen eventually.
Absolutely.
Um,
All right.
yeah.
Well,
No,
yeah.
this is the highest energy on the album actually, like definitely.
Awesome. All right. Yeah. Let's check. It's got the most aggressive title, Aggressors.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's check it out.
Hmm.
Oh God, my cat, her litter box is in here, and she just took a crap, and she never covers it up, so it's gonna
Uh,
stink in here. So sorry, you don't need to know that, but just know what I'm going through over here.
I get it. As a cat person, I understand.
Oh. Oh. Mm. Mm. Oh. Ah, that one was amazing. Oh my God, dude. All right.
Oh yeah.
Now that you've put the thought in my head about like putting like animations to this music, I just like I love that idea so much. And yeah, putting like making this into a music video would be so sick. Like it just like it lends itself so well to imagery and like some sort of like visual aspect. Oh,
Yeah.
ah,
Mm-hmm.
duh.
Well, this is where you make contact with the aliens,
Right,
actually.
yeah. So I definitely have thoughts about this song, and I
One
really okay.
second.
Sorry,
Um,
you good?
something really bad just happened. Hold
Oh,
up, pause. Give me a second.
okay, all right, all right. You got me to
The-
do you me cut the
Sorry,
feed for a sec?
and my interface just fell off my fucking off my desk.
Oh no,
So it's not it's doing fine.
it's okay.
He's he's okay.
Okay.
My child.
Oh
No,
jeez.
everything's okay.
Okay, all right, all right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to hear
I'm
that.
gonna move away from it so I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
knock it down again.
Oh my god. No, I relate to that. If any like part of my setup broke, I'd be screwed. So I get
Yeah.
the panic.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah. No.
Anyways, so I like I have a lot of thoughts about this song and where it sits in the pacing of the album. It felt
Mm,
sort of like a final boss of the album. Like it felt
totally.
it had like so many aspects of songs before it that I really liked. It had like the ethereal production at parts that were cut with the drums. It sort of felt like an effects twin, but on a like steroids on like with a faster pace.
Yeah.
Then it,
This is the before it was selected ambient works. Now it's drugs.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But then it also had like that rougher bass line and like almost like approaching the rough dubstep elements of Giants. Like it just I felt like there were like
Yeah.
elements of this track that had all of the other tracks before it, and I really loved how this is
Mm,
like the longest track on the album, and at like the halfway mark, it felt like it ended, and then it was like, nah, fuck you, we're only halfway done. Like, there was like that really
yeah.
big break, and it's like,
Yeah.
no, you're not getting away that easy. It just kept going.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah. You can run, but you can't hide.
exactly. Yeah. And so it really felt like it was a song like to be conquered. Like it was like throwing everything at you and like trying to like, you know, kill the protagonist or something or kill you as the listener
Yeah.
and like, you know, getting by it. No,
Uh-huh.
it was great. That was a really cool like song to put in this late in the
Mm,
album.
and then just pay attention to that to the ah God, I can't talk. Pay
Juxtaposition.
attention to the juxtaposition
Uh
with the next track.
okay.
Also, yeah, we were talking. I mentioned the Prodigy earlier. That's this track,
Yes. Yeah, I get that.
which is interesting
Mhm.
because can I? Well, okay, this was like the first track I did for the album. I think I did it like probably a year before I even came, like even thought of the album.
Mhm.
This was something I did um following a remix of the song Heavy Dirty Soul by 21 Pilots, and
Nice.
I just used the same formula and just
Mhm.
did it differently, I think.
Sick.
And
And it just so
yeah,
happened to like fit perfectly as like the penultimate
I just
track.
yeah, yeah, no, I started work on this album,
Hmm.
and then I was like trying to do stuff for the Titans end of things as well,
Hmm.
and I heard, like, I was listening through the instrumentals to an album that I'd written all of that already. This was in there for some reason. Just
Hmm.
like I don't know what I was gonna do. Was I gonna sing it over it or rap over it?
Hmm.
No, it doesn't need that.
Right.
It doesn't even.
Does
If I
not need
were
that.
to go and
Yeah.
yeah, like if I were to go and rap on it, it would be impressive. I'd be going fast or whatever. But
Hmm.
like, it would sound like garbage. Be completely frank, it would be so
It would
hard to
distract
listen
away.
to.
Right. Yeah. There's too
Yeah,
much going on in the background. Like, you know, it'd be hard to like
yeah,
know what to focus on exactly.
yeah.
So,
And I am not like I'm not David Gilmour. I can't make it work.
uh,
I'm not one of those people. I'm good at what I do. I'm not good at what he does.
hmm.
So
Right. But no, I think that's a good point too. Like sort of figuring out where to stop and where to call it. Like this is a complete song. It doesn't need anything more. This album
Yeah.
is complete. It doesn't need words on it. So like I think you found a really good balance there and like figured out when it was complete and when to call it done and call it an album.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like it's
Yeah.
sort of it's why I'm like fascinated with like albums by small creators because like people can put out individual songs and put out like like start like making music and putting it out as they're under like a different name, but like when you really sit down and put everything into an album, like you're saying this is like what I want to put out as one big statement. And I think that's
Yeah.
like it's like this feels like one big statement. So yeah, I just want to say like kudos
Yeah.
for that.
Well, thanks, man. And yeah, like it fully is just like at this point, like there's nothing to lose because as an like in terms of my popularity, I'm already at the very bottom. But like and so I can just like go off and
Mm-hmm.
make my artistic statement and
Right.
make my be my own ODB and
Mm-hmm.
be just as unapologetically weird
Yeah,
and
exactly.
make music that I want to listen. And that's the
Definitely.
thing, is like for a while I was under like the belief that for me to listen to my own music would be egocentric, but it's not at all. I'm
Mm-hmm.
making music that I want to hear. I'm making music for me,
Definitely.
and if other
Yes.
people happen to enjoy it, that's cool. That's great, and that's what I want.
That's the dream.
That's
Yeah.
not,
Cuz
yeah,
that yeah.
but that's not the priority
Mm-hmm.
either.
Right. Yeah, you're not like, bending to the will of like a fan base or something. You have like yeah, I relate to that as like a smaller channel. Like I make what I want to make on my channel. I don't feel like beholden to like my subscriber count because it's almost nothing. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's very similar. I totally relate.
It's like, oh, how unfortunate. Jonathan Schmetterling from bumfuck Idaho wants me to go and make an old school hip hop album. Like, no, shut
Right.
up.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
me. I'm gonna make what I. And it's not even like this is a side project
Yeah.
as
Mm-hmm.
well. So if I were to go and do that, it wouldn't even be in the thing that you're telling me to do it in. So
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, yeah.
ultimately,
What's that?
yeah. And I could just switch the roles of Titans and Akhenaten's Dreamery and
Yeah.
no one would notice.
Right.
Like, I love that freedom and
Uh-huh.
losing that if I do get to that level, not a problem. Because
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
if
Just
if I at that point want to make an avant-garde jazz album, you're still not gonna stop me, and I'm
mm-hmm.
still gonna do it, and I don't
Right.
care if I lose fans.
Yeah.
But it's
But
like
the point
at the
is,
moment,
yeah, that'll be music that you want to make. Like the point
yeah,
is that you're making it because there's no like other outside burden on you. If you want to make an avant-garde jazz album, if I want to make my channel a freaking NASCAR fan channel, like that's because I love NASCAR that much. Like I'm making this because I love music that much. I feel like at this stage in both of our careers, like it's just everything that we do is for the love of the sport above anything else.
pretty much.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I guess the love of the sport is very much the right way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
And like, in a strange way, I do see this and see the like kind of mega underground kind of community that I've made myself sort of a part of.
Mm-hmm.
Is it's effectively the online equivalent of going out into the streets and playing football with your mates. Like
Right. Exactly.
it- it's so personal at the
Mm-hmm.
moment, I think.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Also, I just want to say thank you so much for the for the positivity in chat. I'm very
Yeah. Yeah. PK. Thanks for the kind words, my friend. Thanks for checking out the stream. All right. So
mhm.
like all that being said, let's check out This Place's Paradise. Uh, put a bit of talking between aggressors and this one, so maybe the
Yeah.
juxtaposition won't hit as hard as just listening to the album straightforward.
Trust me, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
You'll understand.
All right.
That last song was The Prodigy, and this is fucking Minecraft.
Okay.
So
Oh, sick. All right.
they're
Let's check it
not.
out.
Yeah.
Kit, how's it going, my friend? How are you? All right.
Whoa, yo! You finally hit hi. Hello.
Kit, you're gonna
Hi.
have to check out the VOD. Yeah, I mean, this album's been so much fun to listen to. I think you're gonna like it.
Oh yeah.
All right. Let's check
You.
out the
Thank
closer.
you.
This place is paradise. Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
Hmm. Whoa.
Mm.
Is that what you literally recorded for this?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Hmm. Dude, what a chill vibe to end that on. Oops.
Mm.
That was
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
That was Minecraft as fuck. That was so cool though.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. No, that's what I had. That's what it called for. If I were
Mhm.
to have a resolve for this ending, it was gonna be a resolve. I'm not gonna do anything else. Like I have to have the last one be the chillest and most not like dark at
Yeah.
all song on the album, so that I can just like tell everyone, hey, it's safe now. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
we were being chased
Mhm.
by whoever, by some kind of like aliens
Uh
in the last one, and this time it's like
but now you're playing Stardew Valley.
and now I'm setting up my farm. I'm
Mhm.
farming my potatoes like in the marsh,
Absolutely. Yeah,
and
that I
then
definitely got like 100% that vision. Like the last song was the boss fight. It was like this big scary entity that needed to be defeated, and now you have this whole planet to yourself to like make what you want out of it and like create your own future. Um, God, I like I really I want like a full album of that last song. I loved the vibe of that. I could live in that world.
I have been like kind of I'm sorry, man. I've been doing the complete opposite as
Okay,
far as the music
fair
that I've been
enough.
making as a whole.
Hmm.
Like I've been in my Godspeed You Black Emperor Mersbo arc at the
Okay,
moment.
all right, the exact opposite. All right, that's
Yeah,
fair.
yeah, just exact opposite. But
Hey,
the day will come because
mm-hmm.
I still got this bugger up here. So
Oh, there you go. Yeah, no,
yeah,
that was fantastic. I really liked. So it definitely was. It was like almost entirely like a Minecraft song, but then the percussion and the synths came in, and it felt like there were like memories of the album that we just listened to, and it was like almost nostalgic now. Like, oh yeah, remember when
yeah.
that alien was chasing us? Wow, memories.
Oh yeah. Oh, memories.
Yeah,
Oh, that time we almost were killed. That's
exactly.
Can you give me 1 second?
Okay. Vid.
All right, we can carry on. No worries.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
It was 1 second. Nice. Um, no,
Yeah.
it was definitely a great choice for ending the album. Left it on like just a
Yeah.
super, and the idea of like ending on sort of like a sandbox game vibe. It really like opens up the album too. It doesn't feel like a conclusion. It feels like the first song of like the part two of the album where just like you're open to explore the world now. It doesn't feel like
Yeah.
it's over. It just feels like that was the beginning of it.
Yeah. No, and that's the thing is it is fully for kind of making another album after like a sequel or like I said before like a deluxe edition to the album or something
Exactly.
like that.
uh,
I didn't want to have it be like close the door right then. Like I
mm-hmm.
wanted to be
Right.
able to build off it.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how well I'm gonna be able to do because as I said in my
Yeah.
Godspeed You Black Emperor arc,
I'm not holding my breath for a part two. I totally get it. Got other stuff
no,
on your radar.
yeah, but I could. I mean, like I've got. Here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing is, I have a third little project.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah, which is where I'm gonna be like doing my at like dark experimental like kind of not even like musical albums per se, but more like auditory thought experiments, I'll call them. But
Nice.
yeah, it's gonna be a lot more abstract than this. I'm gonna have like a lot of different albums.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing I've got uh going for that is like kind of exploring different parts of the mind
Yeah.
and exploring different like thoughts. Like
Mm-hmm.
I've got one that I'm doing about dreaming. I've got one that's gonna be about just um kind of political fear and anxiety, I guess,
Okay.
would be a
All
good thing. And
instrumental,
that yeah.
or are you gonna put vocals on some of these?
Um way I see it, it could go either
Either way.
way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it really at the moment like it is all experimental so far, but
Mm-hmm.
you never know.
Right. Yeah.
Could
Awesome.
there is sort of some level of vocals on it. But it's all samples. Like
Gotcha.
I've got like one tune that I'm working on that samples Ivy by Frank Ocean.
Mm-hmm.
On the Dream one. Super cheap kind of idea. Not
Sick.
difficult to come up with, but yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean it's like we were talking about earlier. As I know I'm like breaking that rule already by asking for a part two of this, but do whatever you want. Like we you don't have the pressure of burden on like from outside sources. Do what you want to do, and
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear what you come up with next. I have full
Hmm.
confidence that there's somebody with a good head on their shoulders at the helm. You know what you're doing with
Yeah.
this stuff, so I can't wait to see what you release.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like all great music caters to no one. Is
Mm-hmm.
just for the artist,
Absolutely. Yes.
self-expression. Let's think about it. Like some of the greatest albums of all time, "Remain in Light" by the Talking Heads,
Mm-hmm.
"In Rainbows," circles, whatever the
Mm-hmm.
album may be,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
it's all for the artist.
Right.
We're not
Mm-hmm.
technically we shouldn't even be listening to it. I mean, when you really think about it,
Mm-hmm.
it feels intrusive, doesn't it, to
There
listen
are
to
some albums that it feels a little like perverse to be listening to because they're
yeah,
so personal. I think the
yeah,
one
like
uh, or like Mount Erie's "A Crow Looked at Me." I cannot listen to that one because it's so
oh, that's
personal. That's
such
like
a
probably the most extreme example I know of.
man, that is like I don't that's an album that I would buy on vinyl and never listen to it.
Exactly, right?
Like I'd have it on vinyl out of just respect for the
Mm-hmm.
art. I need to
Yeah.
give it that, and I'd spin it when I get it, but it's
Mm-hmm.
not.
It's a one-time
And
listen,
I think
absolutely.
another one,
Yeah.
I think another one that says it. I'm just doing this to show off what
Yeah.
I've got in
No, no,
in
yeah,
my
do a full
collection.
vinyl tour, yeah.
This
Okay.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
interesting.
mean
Yeah, yeah.
that's a very,
There
and
are
then there's
that one's
also
an interesting example. I feel like there are specific songs on there that feel too personal, but then there are other songs that feel like they're for everybody to listen to and like it's a story that they want to tell. So it's like a 50-50
yeah,
split almost.
kind of. But then it feels like an invasion of privacy generally,
Mm-hmm.
like the album itself a little bit. I
Right, and
wonder
then
what
like
like just what would Anne Frank think if she
right.
heard it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. Yeah.
But at
Uh
the same time, it's genius and it's amazing and it's a great
mm-hmm.
album. But yeah. And then I said in Rainbows as well. That's like I don't know. Do I have the right really to listen to Tom York singing about being seduced? No, I don't know, man.
Right. Yeah, and then there was like
Um,
was Black Country New Roads, and they were singing about like on Ants from Up There about how like he would have like wet dreams about freaking like Charlie XCX. It's like I don't know if I
yeah,
need to listen to that. It's like
yeah,
uncomfortable.
that's
They get like
true.
too personal.
Yeah, but that's once again what great art is. So
Right. It's
like
like pushing
David
that
Lynch
boundary.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
All
No,
right. Good stuff, dude. Well, hey, I like I said, I can't wait to hear what you come out with next. I'm totally down to do another one of these streams. If you are, we can listen to anything you put out and have more.
yeah.
I really like talking. I think this is a great conversation.
Mm-hmm. Well, whenever my next Titans album comes out, we could give it a go, and you'd hear what I have to say, maybe.
Absolutely.
Which actually, God, I'm such a nerd and a loser because my next Titans album is also space themed. So,
A space. Hell
um,
yeah.
yeah, which I'm gonna move out of that eventually. It's
I mean, it's such a. I mean, I could see stay. It's such a broad like infinite topic. I feel like even with
Mhm.
all the albums that have already come out on the subject, we barely even scratched the surface of what it means to
Yeah.
like encapsulate space as a subject. So I could see staying in
Mhm.
there for at least three albums.
Yeah, I mean, we've got this one, which is so much like so positive
Mm-hmm.
because it's like getting comfortable
Right.
in the place that you are, right? And then the Titans one that I'm doing also has a happy ending at least, but the topic of it is just kind of an overbearing isolation.
Mm.
Basically, I don't really want to spoil it too much, but basically, it's a guy who's out in space on his own for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whenever that happens, whenever it's out, I might let you know or whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let's do this again. But
Yeah.
anyway, so that great to hear that you're working on some other stuff. And like I said, anybody that's watching the stream, the Bandcamp link is below in the description. Check out Akhenaten's Dreamery, Ethereal Earth. I highly recommend this album, especially listening to it all together as one project. There's a great overarching storyline and concept to it. So hey, thanks a lot for stopping by, and hope to talk to you soon.
And one more thing, you say there's a great overarching storyline, which first of all, thank you. But hey, maybe there isn't. Maybe
It's up to
maybe there isn't
interpretation.
one.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
beauty
it's
of it.
whatever you think of
Uh,
it. So yeah. No, thank you so much for having me, though. It's been
absolutely.
great.
All right,
Such
man.
a
Take it
sick
easy.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Have
All
a
right.
great day, man. Bye.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Yeah, and everyone in chat subscribe right now because this guy deserves it. Come
Yeah.
on.
Thank you. All right.
Even if you did the NASCAR thing, I'd still watch.
That's the thing. Yeah. I mean, as long as there's the passion behind it, you
Yeah.
do whatever you're passionate about. I think it's a good note to end on.
Moral of today's story.
Exactly.
The moral number one, do whatever you're passionate about. And follow your dreams, kids, and don't do drugs. Moral number two is is everyone is worthless and everything will die.
Yes. Okay.
And there's nothing wrong with that. You
Yeah.
know what? There's nothing wrong with that. Make the most of it. That was yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's end it on a positive note.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was going to jokingly end it on a really negative one, but actually I don't feel like it.
Gotcha. All
Yeah.
right, man. Well, hey, I hope to talk to you soon. Let's get you back on the stream. Listen to some more music. I
Yeah.
can't wait.
All right. Well, hell yeah, man. And one more thing. Just an idea, just a thought.
Hmm.
You should start a Discord.
Discord. I have thought about that. I have thought about it. So good
Yeah.
call. Maybe that'll be the push to actually make one. Oh yeah, we could all hang out and
Maybe.
just talk. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, and chat music and that,
Mm-hmm.
and other things, because music's not the only interest in the world. But yeah,
Good call. All right. You
sorry
know
for
what?
dragging the
I got 100 subscribers. Let's call that. Yeah. And you saying that. That's the push. I will
Yeah,
commit to making a Discord channel. Let's all just hang out and chat in there. I can't wait.
hell yeah. Okay.
All right,
All right.
sick.
Okay.
All
Thank
right,
you so much for having me, dude.
anytime.
All right, bye.
All right, bye.
Bye bye,
And then,
stream.
and then
And bye bye, Kit.
where's the? Here we go. see my face anymore. I didn't have technical problems until after